I'm gonna get straight to it. A lot on my mind is I own like, comment, and subscribe, share. You know, it's been a rough time and a long time coming. And change is not only on the way, a change is here. You know, for the real ones, you know who I'm talking about. You know, you're gonna be hated more than others. You're gonna be watched more than others. You're gonna be stalked more than others. It's not an easy task. As much as I try to say don't give up, sometimes I find myself wanting to give up, but still I don't. Even as I've been in the midst of trying to be more creative and have many topics to bring forth, you know, to YouTube's platform, but as dealing with these real life situations, you know, I am who I say I am. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe everything I touch, everything I do. And like I said, if you're vibrating and you're really, really relating to these videos and you've been on this walk and you can relate to me, then you are a part of those ones. Everybody else, anyone that wants to view, you know, they can view the videos or whatnot, but they probably won't support, and some probably will. You know, I really do this for the voiceless, because sometimes we could think that we're the only ones going through things. And there's a bunch of people. We have to understand that for a very long time, these evil people in high places have been used in oppression practices. You know what I'm saying? They make it harder for people like you and I, but make it easier for other people. You know? And you can take that for however you want to take it and apply it to whatever you want to apply it to. They get upset when you're tired of being a worker and you actually trying to be the creator that you are. And the matrix that they set to go against you, and they constantly start attacking you. I've been going through so much, man, hoping that somebody, you know, to support me in certain ways, and I don't be trying to bag. I guess it's part of my own pride too. You know, we all need help sometimes. But you know, I don't know, man. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the prize, and I'm gonna just always ask the universe to guide me, because I don't believe in coincidence. Even with me going through all this hardship, I feel like some real eyes see, you know what I'm saying? They see the real one, you know what I'm saying? The bright one. The most hated, but yet the most adored. You know, the most influential. You know, I stand alone amongst many. Yeah, I could talk about police situations. I could talk about all these celebrities and this and that, which I will do when I feel like it and the energy is right. But on a deeper level, we just understand that all of these are nothing but distractions to begin with. So that's the reason why a lot of times I don't personally pay attention to a lot of that type of stuff. But I already have another channel. But I've been working on this main channel because I'm trying to grow it and put more videos instead of having so many. They told me I got almost 3,000 short feeds. I'm trying to slow down, because that's how I started. When I first started making content, it was the short feeds. And as me going through these different situations, it was easier for me to capture a picture real fast versus constantly trying to make more videos. So that's what I've been focusing on. But then like the other day, my last video, it took about 7, 8 hours to upload. It's like 14 minutes or something. A couple days before then, I had a 15-second short feed that took like 3 hours to upload. Now again, the device that I use should have unlimited. I have gigabytes, all this stuff. So I wouldn't understand if it's on my part. But then again, maybe it is. But shout out to them real ones that really support. This program is definitely programmed to keep us down and as workers, depressed, frustrated. We try to, hide our hurt and pain through partying and trying to have a good time and this and that. Things will get better, and I'm taking this as a learning lesson. But even I find myself stressing, and sometimes I wonder. I'm like, man, am I elected for real? And am I chosen for what? To keep going through pain and hurt, to keep trying to progress, and have people that's in demons in high places there to stop me. But then that inner voice, that inner God tells me, everything is a divine plan. Everything, even your downfalls. But take everything as a learning lesson and make sure you pay attention to the signs. Because you have an inner voice, but as always, you have that devil voice too. That's why it's called discernment. Shout out to those real ones that's been with me on this journey since day one that left positive messages. You don't understand how that impacted me in a positive way. As of right now, I won't get too deep into it, but I'm disqualified for this. I'm disqualified for that. So now I got to start from the bottom and climb my way back up to the top. And I have to blame myself for certain things that I have not been doing. I understand that it's active enemies out here plotting all the time. So I have to take this and take some self-accountability to find out what I'm doing wrong. Because they supposed to hate. They supposed to hold me back and hold you back. They supposed to try to make you have an early demise so you don't rise. So I can't blame them. It's a time where you got to blame yourself. Because even though I feel like everything is supposed to be the way it is, I also feel like there's methods and ways to make things easier. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. So that's why I've been trying to practice on not being around so many people, even though I don't. Sometimes I do try to meditate in certain ways. It definitely helps. Because it's a war going on, Some physical, some not physical. There's battles going on. Some physical, some not physical. As below, as above, so below. As below, so as above. Soon as I tell myself, hey, I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to drop videos and make sure I'm going to stay in the rhythm of things. Because once I get out of the rhythm of things, I know myself. I could get my focus on something else instead of talking to the real ones. Because I know they would like to hear this, even though there's a lot of people trying to hinder me from anything that I do, just like they do to you. Give me my flowers while I'm here. Just like anybody that's putting this real groundwork on, get your flowers while you're here. And receive them even if you're not around in a physical form. You done left your impact here. See, they know changes is already here and more changes is on the way. So the enemy is constantly at work. But I'm not going to give up, And I wish I could get more deeper and actually really communicate with the real ones. But you know how it is. Always got to make sure, you know when to say things, and know when to be quiet, and know when to just give not too much. You get it. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. It's a time for action, and it's a time to set back. It's a time to be loud, and it's a time to be quiet. You have an active enemy that's always at work. So I can't blame them for being what they're here to do, to serve their purpose. So all we have to do, all you have to do, all I have to do is continue to stay grounded. Continue to understand that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities. And like I said, for anybody that really enjoyed these videos, save them too, save them. Because again, I don't know how long even this stuff will go. Because low key, I feel like they hate on me a lot. But I'm also grateful and humble at the same time. But I'm also confident in knowing that I'm the only one that can stop me. We get in our ego, we get in our feelings, we get in our emotions. And sometimes it can hold us back in certain ways. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't want to talk about being monitored every single day. It's something I live. I don't want to talk about, giving the enemy so much power by constantly speaking about this. But it's become a big part of my life, so I felt like, I got out my comfort zone and just made certain things to the public because I live this life 24/7. Whether I'm working, trying to make, ends meet, doing what I need to do, they're around. No matter if I just try to take a little stroll, they're around. No matter if I jump on my scooter and move around, they're around. So it just is what it is. You got to know how to block certain things out and not allow, the enemy to attack you in so many ways. Because again, it's all in the mind. You can literally make them not exist. Doesn't mean that you're still not going to go through certain things. You just got to know how to control your own emotions. And it's not the easiest thing to do at all. Trust me, I get real angry sometimes, and I be wanting to throw all type of stuff away. But I'm like, I came too far to crash out, because that's what the enemy wants you to do, crash out. Lash out, crash out. So you could be vulnerable for more attacks. But you got to stand firm. Like right now, man, there's legions and legions of demons attached to me, attached to you. I don't have to tell you who and what I am or what I'm about. If you haven't seen, especially from the short feeds and everything, it speaks for itself. But it's important to always move with humility. I don't care what type of high deity or, whatever you may consider yourself, chosen, elected, you still must understand. Be confident, know that you are a God, know that you are a king or beyond that. But always understand and understand that you have to keep your humility. Don't go around treating people like peasants, but if they act like peasants, then they'll present that themselves. Because they always going to hate on people like me and you. You got to read between these lines. For the ones that's catching this message, they're going to catch it. For the ones that don't, they don't. They're going to dislike a person like me and you, saying more than others. You got to already know this. And while you thinking it got something to do with color in certain degrees, no. It's that light that you possess. It's that greatness that they know and the potential that you hold. All that racial and all this other stuff ain't nothing but excuses and distractions from the truth. They just made the youth to focus on that, black and white and all this other stuff. Yes, you are amongst the most hated. And that's because you are the original, and that's because you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, on your back, and they know that. Without you, there will be nothing. So yeah, right now, I've been going through so many trials and so many different, difficulties and trying to maintain and keep my mental health good. Because, no job, no woman, no man, nothing is worth you putting your mental health in jeopardy. Some people, they make a lot of money, but they stressed out. And at the end of the day, a lot of them don't live to even enjoy the fruits of their labor. So all they really become as a laborer, aka slave. Enjoy your life. Don't let these negative people try to discourage you and make you feel like you're nothing. Because deep down inside, they're nothing. And if they were so big and so, successful and everything, they wouldn't even be thinking about you in the first place. But they're always trying to steal your life and suck your energy. That's why they always try to be around you, make a scene, anything to be around you, anything to walk in your presence. And again, I don't even know how long this particular video going to take to load. The other one was 14 minutes and something, and it took almost 8 hours. Wasn't happening before, all of a sudden it's happening now. You got to check out them short feeds. I know it's a lot. Combine them together because I'm trying to slow down. I don't want to do so many of them. But according to the ones I was counting, they said I'm at dang on 3,000 almost or over. Excuse me. Other short feeds. I don't go live as much. I plan to start that back once the channel grow more and people really start showing support. At this time, it will be appreciated, if a person could help monetarily as well. But, I don't want to say it all the time. It make me feel like that's, some people really need it. I'll just put it like that, man. A person may be going through stuff you never know. But I ain't looking for no handout. I'm always putting in the work, whether it's the spiritual work, the physical work, and the real ones. Even the haters know that. Even my haters know that. They see me because I feel that it's a certain entities that have seen me throughout whatever time, and seen the way I've moved around in whatever weather, and I try to get things done. Why not support a real one? But that just goes to show you that there's certain, I can't say the percentage, but there's a lot of haters and gang stalkers and agencies and all that be on people's social medias and platforms. Especially those real ones that's speaking the truth and not speaking about just a bunch of BS or celebrity gossip all the time, which is nothing wrong with it, but it's more to life than paying attention to what's going on with the celebrities and the latest police casualties, because they done stuff and all of the energy and all the attention shift to that story. Then when another situation happens, and then it's shifting there, you being distracted. Why grievous, crimes are being done towards humanity. Half of the food I try to eat nowadays make me sick. You don't know what's in it. I got a bad tooth right now, and I done looked inside of it. All of the things is rotten. Now it makes me think, and that's the candy that we eat, and it goes into our digestive system. If it's rotting out your teeth and stuff over a certain amount of time, are you supposed to be eating stuff like that? There's a lot of foods that people shouldn't have been eating, but that's for a whole nother story. So it's been a lot going on for me trying to find myself even more, because for the most part, I know who I am, but I'm still learning even as a master teacher. Because remember, you don't stop being a student. You don't stop learning. So for anybody, again, that you out there, you feeling like somebody putting curses on you, hexes, trying to stop you by any means, then you are under heavy spiritual attacks as well as I. And you got to be careful of your circle or of you around certain people, because a lot of times it's the closest people to you that'll cause the most damage. But Triple One's the God Eye Owners. Like, comment, and subscribe, share. And if you want to donate to the channel, link in the description. I know things will go up and things will get better. You may just have to go through, the storm. You will have to, especially if you are a part of those ones. And what's understood don't have to be explained. But somehow I always find myself explaining. It's Triple. I'm out.